Hello there, it's me again, me and Kirby, my favourite pillow. I thought I'd do another little vlog to let people know how things are going. Feeling a bit better this week. Had a very difficult week, quite a tiring couple of weeks with my mum being ill. I've spent a lot of time down in Yorkshire, which is like a two and a half hour drive from here. And trying to keep things going with the business at the same time. So it was quite a critical stage. As if you saw last time, I was feeling a bit down because of sort of lack of income and sort of lack of any progress. But a few things have happened this week that have made me feel better. So I've been quite busy. I've got going to the North East Expo on Thursday this week, and that is a sort of a local conference really for local small businesses to get together and network and show their wares and things like that. So it's like a trade show. So I booked a stall there several months ago now, and this is coming up. It was actually very cheap compared to a lot of them, so anyone who's interested, it's a good one to go to. It's at the Newcastle Falcons Rugby Club, which is about 10 minutes drive from here, so that's great. So being ADHD, I left everything to the last minute. So last week I created some leaflets and flyers. I created these using Canva, and they just arrived today, eventually. In fact, let's just have a look. I'll show you what came. I thought they weren't going to arrive on time. I had to pay extra for sort of speedy delivery because they were coming from America. But here we go. Nice glossy flyers. Worth paying for, I think. But it's like some things that I'm going to show off at the stand. I'm also writing a book about ADHD. It's like a beginner's guide, for people who are discovering ADHD for the first time. I'm basing it on my experiences, so it's turning out that it's basically an informational sort of guide for people, but it's going to be based. So it's going to have a section, for example, medication. And I'll talk about some of the facts about medication, the different types, etc. But I'm also going to include in each chapter my own personal story of that particular thing. I thought that might be interesting, and it's certainly becoming quite interesting to write. So the plan is I release this as an ebook fairly quickly on my learning platform, and I think I'll probably try and get it published probably through Amazon. So I'll publish it through Amazon. They take a lot of the money, but I think the important thing for me is to get a bit more coverage, a bit more known. Anyway, at the trade fair, I'm going to do a raffle and give away 5 copies. And all people have to do to enter the raffle is to give me their business card. Classic. It's a classic trick, but I learnt that on my social media marketing course that I'm doing, so that's all very useful. Also tomorrow I discovered that I booked myself on for another event run by Dynamo, which is another sort of organisation that works with small businesses in the North East, this time in the tech sector. There's a networking event I'm going to there as well, so I'm getting out and about quite a lot. I'm meeting a few companies. I'm also meeting somebody that I used to work with, who basically she ran a consultancy company, an IT consultancy company that he works to work with, and I'm going to talk to her. and also somebody that I used to work with more recently as well. So lots going on there. So I'm hoping that I'll be able to make a little bit of revenue from this ebook fairly quickly. Hopefully some people will take pity on me and buy it, and actually they might find it useful as well, and that's what I'm hoping. I really just want to use my own experiences to help others navigate through all the exciting journey that I've been on since I discovered I had ADHD. Other interesting things this week is I had a hypnotherapy session on Saturday. Again, somebody I met on the social media training course contacted me and says, "Do you need a little bit of help? This is what I do." So I agreed, and we did that on Saturday, the first one. Basically, we were looking at confidence, focusing really on confidence, and in particular around what I want to do in my business, like public speaking and basically selling and marketing myself, because I never really had a lot of self-confidence. It's quite an interesting experience. We did it online, and there were two parts to it, well, three parts. I mean, my first part, I was basically put in this sort of hypnotic state, which really, it wasn't what I expected, because it was really just it's really just a state of deep relaxation. Still very much aware of what is going on around me, what she was saying, and hearing the sounds, and being aware of what I was doing. But basically, I was taken back to think about memories that might have events in my life as a child that might have had an impact on my lack of confidence. And we focused in on about three, and it was difficult because I had all these different memories floating about in my head that just kept popping in, and I didn't really know which were the right ones to focus on. But I think to some extent it doesn't matter, because you then talk about what happened and how you felt and what it meant to you, and kind of analyze it. Yeah, it was a very strange experience. And then there was another part where we actually did a sort of more traditional therapy type thing, where basically I was put in a relaxed state again, and basically she went through what I wanted to be, so why I wanted to be confident, when I wanted to be confident, telling me that I am a successful person, I am confident, I can speak in public, and all these sorts of things. And whilst it didn't seem to have much impact at the time, I actually felt quite good after this session. I don't know why, I couldn't put my finger on it, but I felt quite relaxed and sort of mellow for the rest of the day. So maybe that was a sort of result of the deep relaxation. But anyway, I have to listen to that recording now once a day at least for 21 days and put myself into a relaxed state. So I'll report back on how that goes and whether or not I'm any more confident. I am feeling better now, and it may be because of that, but who knows? Who knows? Yeah, had a good coaching session today as well with my ADHD coach, and really came up with a plan for the next few weeks following this event I'm going to this week. And I'm going to focus on real life stuff, doing things in real life. So, for example, I've got my leaflets now, so I'll be able to go and put those in various places like church halls and things like that, and clubs. I'm going to get an advert in the local Right Up Your Street book, which is basically a local publication that goes around the local area. It's a nice little booklet for local people to advertise their businesses. And I'm going to try and launch this in real life part of the business and coincide it with the release of my ebook. So really I have something to to launch it with and bring it all together. And really, the hope is, I think I want to develop the business so I do more sort of in-person stuff. And it's unusual for this niche because a lot of it's done online. And I quite like the idea in some cases of doing in-person coaching and advice, but doing it in a cafe or a park or something. So I have this idea of coaching and a coffee and coaching. I've not come across this before, and neither have my coach. So there's another interesting idea to add to my repertoire that hopefully will strike a chord with some people, and it's fairly unique. So yeah, there we go. I don't have too much more really to report right now. Nothing really exciting happening. So my priorities now are going to be obviously doing some networking on Thursday, getting some contacts, getting some email addresses, etc. And some warm leads that I can focus on. I then need to finish my ebook because I'm going to be raffling it at the end of the month, so watch out for that. And I shall be focusing as well on, as I said, on the in-person stuff. So a little bit of a change in direction. But I'm still going to be doing the online coaching and all the rest of it. But I really feel that my energy comes from meeting people face to face, and I am much better. I can think much more clearly and really sort of absorb people's energies much more in that way. So there we go. That's this week's update from Adaptive and me, Andrew. If I think of anything else, I will do another little update. I'm also going to look at doing some other YouTube stuff and TikTok stuff, and hopefully it'll be a bit better than what I've done now, because my daughter is an expert in these things, and she's going to advise me and help me, so watch out for more. Anyway, stay safe everyone, and I just say it's goodbye from me and Kirby here. So yeah, stay safe. Catch you soon.